I'm told that that's the worst. And I'm very prone to believing it, especially just when I was looking up trying to solve it. It sounds like this was the worst. But still, that was incredibly annoying and
I'm mon ami. To think that the person who impossible. Oh, I can't. Everyone do your best.
oh my gosh.
Well, now that we've decided to believe, if the killer was luring Hiyoko, do you mean the no? Huh?
Got me.
Hey, when now that you
Just as you
if the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed in.
After she
Killer
ran.
returned to the scene of the crime.
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome.
That's impossible! I even glanced inside the shower room.
then does that
At any rate, the solution to that problem.
Oh my gosh. Wait, really? Logic dive? Oh! Just came off an incredibly frustrating section, and now they're like, here's a new thing, enjoy! Sideways with the mouse and accelerate with control? Oh, goal. Okay. No, that's the discussion. Beach house. Logic dive. And okay, good. I can go sideways. Jump. That's brake. That's accelerate. That's also brake. Okay. Okay, this isn't so bad. Alright. When did they arrive? They obviously arrived before she did. Mission 2. Nope. When did the killer leave? I'm gonna say after. Three. Where was the killer hide? Beach house. Obviously.
it's all coming together.
So.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
Obvious. Oh my gosh, we
You
just.
spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
I'm agreeing with her here. That was.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Her personality got a hell of a lot.
No, there should have been a place.
What are you saying?
What is. Look in the shower room. Don't tell me it was here. No.
Crap!
Or not. They had to have been. But she said she'd look in the shower room.
Crap!
Then.
Crap!
Ugh. Is it all... So it is the. So it's the closet. They're hiding in the closet with her. Okay.
The killer was probably.
The closet?
After you woke up, you said you. Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide? That's why the killer made sure to.
Then,
Here!
yeah, that one we got addressed earlier.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty...
Huh? But the shelf it was on.
Messy.
2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose just because we haven't been on this island that long. Then,
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
it's kinda like in...
Don't you mean it's
I shouldn't say things I don't...
Anyway, the killer hid... They finally...
Okay.
I agree with that.
Seriously, no.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted. Instead, it makes more sense.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to... Oh, you shut up.
Sorry, Akane. Hey, Monokuma. Can
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future.
I'll listen to your story about men for... As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included?
Yeah, that's true, but,
You don't sound very...
jeez. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
You say that, but there was a case, but case 3 last time we actually had to point out about the body discovery announcement.
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's a...
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? Depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that...
Well, as long as I keep things
Flexible. So what about this time? Is it...
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay?
Which means...
What's wrong with...
You
nothing.
people.
I just thought it was some...
You're the one who went on it.
We were just... And after Hiyoko ran away, the kid...
However, before we... The killer blocked the roadside door.
Now that you mention it,
It's going to be all right. If now,
No, that one I already
let's
found
start
out.
the arg-
Non-stop debates. Truth flashback. Oh, the memorized bit. Can't agree while using a truth flashback. Okay. Oh, this part. AKA, don't bother, we've got something you need.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body. If they used something other than the shower... What did they do with the bloody... They cut it up and... Whoosh.
as someone who flushes their shit every morning, it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the...
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been...
Oh,
No,
that was close! I broke it right before it hit.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they could have just as easily used...
Something other than...
What? The drinks inside the refrigerator.
See! Drinks inside the refrigerator.
I've seen through it.
Oh boy.
In theory, then.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator, that there's no possible way the drinks...
Oh boy.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house. However, try thinking one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Oh, okay.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water. There were only flavored drinks. But if you use those to wash the blood
I screwed up.
off in your body, it will leave an aromatic smell. Especially if you used a lot. That alone would raise suspicion. Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water. There were
Oh!
only 4 drinks. If you
I did it
use
again.
those, the blood won't come off in your body. It will leave an aromat, especially if you use that alone would raise suspicion. Didn't
I
I,
did it
say
again.
it was impossible? There were only flavors.
I keep pressing the wrong button, dang it!
If you use those,
Okay,
the blood
take my
won't come off in your
hand
body.
off
It will
that-
leave an
that-
aromat,
that,
especially if you use that alone would raise suspicion.
Taking my hand off the right mouse key because that's how I screwed up this last couple of times. I pressed the
Didn't I say
wrong
it
mouse
was
button.
impossible? There were no water bottles in the.
There we
You
go.
want me to cut through those words?
That was my own fault. Readily, I.
Oh, there were water bottles.
How many times do I?
That was after the incident, right?
For the incident, there were
And
water
the killer
bottles.
took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone?
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, when I went to the beach house a few days ago.
Then, the plastic water bottles were dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
It seems you've read. See?
Is that true?
Let me ask.
Put it onto them. Must be that person. What? What? Okay, I'm trying to remember what happened yesterday because let me see. Out of all the girls that showed up for that, because I'm going to assume that then it's got to be someone we met over there. So it's not. Oh. Wait.
You're the only one! Peko. Is it you?
I did not expect that. Because I hadn't really seen anything connecting her to this.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer. Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. You're... If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, but there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something. Hold on, you bastard. You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming.
No one even saw her swimming.
No.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, so there's no doubt.
Hold on. That's strange.
What's that password there?
You told me you didn't see anyone.
Not. We haven't established how.
Now that
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible, then how?
why are you all
Who cares about?
We might have an.
Huh?
Do you really? Well, if Peko is, then let's hear this alleged first.
Down shut. Only possible thing is the small window in the shower room,
I see.
because that was put onto the list of stuff.
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option,
And is it just me, or does it seem like that a lot of the stuff from a lot of the truth bullets that have showed up in here aren't actually being used? Like, we haven't used the Monokuma file at all. Whereas in the last game, we actually used pretty much everything that came in. Everything that became a truth bullet came in.
nothing really.
Don't you know how?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders. Is it possible an object was?
And what happened to the rope after they used it?
Of course not.
Yeah, the whole...
Littering is
Littering.
prohibited, even if it might.
You see, There's no way they...
No, they just have to use an object. Chiaki, don't fall asleep. You did? I see. Huh? Pekka was wearing... And if you say she hid it in her no!
We would have been able to get rid of it. Hangman's Gambit. Oh boy. Play the question. Let's try it. Okay, I have no... I actually don't know what it is. But since I have enough health regen, I'm going to just ignore... Oh, bamboo sword. Okay, I thought it was talking about the case on her back. It was going to talk about the case on her back. But yeah, no, I guess that case would hold her bamboo sword. Which, yeah, she doesn't. She was definitely carrying.
You carry that if I recall correctly.
And then too.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were...
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Heko used that bamboo sword as a step stool.
So you see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against...
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia?
Well,
Which only
it
exists
is
in
a
Japan.
bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Pekka...
Well, Peko,
Panic, talk, action. Fever time and nega time. And will be pushed to its max. It won't miss during fever time either. Post gauge runs out. Nega time. Here's... I'll have to do the class trial for that chapter. Yep.
Hold on! You're saying she used her sword as it would have been left in the shower room and...
Fuyuhiko...
Shut up! If she used the bamboo...
I'm confused as to why he's so adamant about this.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
This is the end.
There we go.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword bag to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have even so. How disappointing. Oh.
You don't got it!
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine.
I feel kind of bad now because I was planning on doing stuff with her, and then and now she turns out to be and she killed it.
Among flowers,
Or,
the
maybe?
cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. Very well. If you
Agreed. Hold on. Can it wait until
Okay,
after
no,
the vote?
that would-
This is important, and it relates to the vote. My
Mm,
In
motive.
the end, you had no connection. Then, so it's about that. I must say, it was for the sake of justice. In order to protect the justice of this world. I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon. The protective... hello! If justice ever disappeared, the world would immediately free. I will not allow that.
Whoa.
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there. So I must fight. This is... As the light of justice shines.
So she's the shining justice person?
Complete.
Oh my gosh.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice.
Oh my gosh.
Justice that shines. That would now then.
What the fuck?
Peko, what are you doing?
I am in the name of
So it
sparkling
is another
justice.
serial
I
killer,
have come to deliver. What's going on?
except just a very different version.
Please be. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is supposed to be an ally of justice. This mask is the dividing line, just like various idols. Justice should also be the same.
Oh my gosh, they're even adding
I
emoticons.
don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
This is turning. Hey, take a look.
This again.
Huh? So what's your answer?
That would
to
be
my
that would be
This
amazing.
world must all evil must be eliminated immediately, no matter what. Evil?
If you knew about that incident...
And because of that, I was able to find.
Then
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice. Holy crap!
Peko,
My true. It just shows my determination. I'm willing to become anybody.
'Cause either-
To shower.
I can't stand
This is
anymore.
probably not the case. No, it was.
let's
But
go over this incident.
something. But why is I'm still confused on why Mafia Kid is so entitled to it. Hero met. Or No. Okay, so that's where it was. But no, it was... Oh, duh. So I did have that. Okay. There's the surfboard case. Okay. There's a beach house. So... there we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, according to Mikan's autopsy.
I didn't see that.
With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime, I'm not really sure why. That's how the crime scene we discovered was. However, by moving plus, the shower room had no water, but the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to...
Water.
They used plastic water bottles that were in... We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before in place of showering. They washed the blood off their... However, they had no choice but to dispose of it. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug I can imagine how badly Hyoko must have panicked. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru. From the shock and panic of being Hyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in... After Hyoko left, and placed a gummy that they brought ironically, placing that gummy... Finally, they couldn't risk the small wind. However, That window is
Yep.
rather high up and can't. The bamboo sword they always carry. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window. As long as they're able to reach the window. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. So when the killer met up with... So how about it? This is the truth behind the
God.
incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it? She's like, I haven't done anything to be ashamed of. What are you? Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice.
Boy.
That's no reason to condemn me. Whatever. Let's hurry up. There's no way. Justice can never be to protect what's most important to you. Understand? I don't. Then I shall be direct in order to keep justice.
Are you?
It's not serious if I fall here. Now, follow your hearts of hurry and care.
Give me a...
If we let Peko go, for the sake of grand justice.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
worry. The justice that you give your life. I can't stand her.
Monokuma, the vote!
I've heard your story. Now then, please put who will be chosen as the...
And we're done.
Pardon me. Can we please have a little more time?
What?
Pardon me.
Continue our discussion.
Yes, but I cannot have
Strange.
that.
As a serial
However.
killer enthusiast,
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer.
That makes her an enthusiast.
honestly, there's a distinct difference between,
Yeah.
you know, so
Justice come the center of justice. That would be.
Unknown serial killer had a catchphrase. Buzz. Really? Nationality.
I see.
That's it, duh. It was in a different language.
That's right.
The article was.
Native
If
language.
she had it translated, that means...
Huh? Yes.
Japanese, but
It was
whatever.
written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist.
From Spain?
What?
Country.
Peko, you're not sparkling.
Or, if you insist,
Would you be able to do that?
it appears.
Okay.
However, and. My duty as a tool. Uh-huh. That mask has fulfilled.
What do you mean?
Now that you've already cast your.
Hey, be clearer!
I have no purpose.
Oh, jeez. Gosh dang it. I feel bad.
Tool?
she called herself a tool.
Of course.
I see. What? I mean, besides Peko, there is
Who knows?
proof that establishes that fact.
The body announcement.
I see.
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right.
Like I said earlier, that it has to be 3 people, including the killer. Not including the killer.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean...
I
But-
see.
So
Monsters are
that
short.
means there was
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us, that's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial.
No.
Huh?
Yes.
I don't know.
From your basic way of thinking, that means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive.
Which is him.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game. Would you call a game like...
That one? What? I think they're in real life. Overwhelming proof of that too. What? Oh boy.
I can prove it with
So
this.
that was so
I
surprise.
didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to... There's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize.
Yeah, so those pictures never actually seem to have come up at all as something I needed to use.
They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first and received the ending prize.
Yep.
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are cuz... But... That's why I told you. As I said before, I had no motive for killing. I was simply used as a tool.
Hey! What's going...
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That...
No. But my young master does. My young master planned
Oh,
this from the
jeez.
start.
Young master.
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now. That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up...
In that case...
Just... me?
That's nuts!
How would Pecco be? Pecco is a legitimate human being.
That's not for you to decide. The votes have been cast.
What the hell?
Monokuma's gonna have her die. Obviously. Finding it funny how I'm getting B ranks on this when it's like difficulty bonus, it adds more. Whatever.
I guess for now, let's take it.
Wait, really? Yes.
Hey! Hey!
You're a human being.
You just don't know. Hey,
Grew up together.
no. I am nothing but a tool.
What?
Hitman arranged by my clan to work directly.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
Oh, jeez.
That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool.
So,
First
in a way,
and
my initial
foremost.
guess was right.
Until this body of mine can no longer move,
But,
I shall fulfill my duty until the very
in a way,
end.
you know, I was also wrong, obviously.
That is... nothing. Huh?
You fiend.
No.
Yep.
I
No,
am
he
nothing
doesn't.
but a tool.
He fervently defended you.
Damn it. Damn it! Don't fuck with me!
You...
To talk to her.
But...
Or this.
Oh, my!
We're gonna go.
Huh?
Can't really do anything about my own hit.
But... Are you serious?
Oh.
But... Hey,
What the...
Damn it!
And so...
That's murder weapon. Wait.
That is... Hey,
Why, you...
but... Why?
Shut the hell up!
What are you saying?
Jeez.
Trying to find an excuse not to go through with the plan.
Huh?
Young master,
What?
No, she didn't. He never ordered her to. She did it. I think she did it. I think she's doing it because she wanted him to not take the blame if they got caught. But at the same time, she wants to make sure that if she either she'll take the blame if they're caught, or which they were, or he will have the point is either she dies because Monokuma believes that she is that she's worth it, or he gets away with it because he didn't actually kill, or he didn't actually kill her, so she's the one who would be killed in the case of the ruling of the murder, or he was the one who went in there with the intention and she's a tool, so he's the only one that gets to live.
Of course.
be quiet.
Yes, indeed.
It cannot be.
That's obviously wrong.
No.
This is troubling.
They're singles.
I see.
So you can
Great.
Wrong.
I'll just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
What do you think?
Hey,
What?
Hold on.
What?
Your tool doesn't panic like that, right? Yep.
Gee.
Trying to protect him of your own free will.
Hey.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Young master.
This is before, but interacting with others will shorten your lifespan. Look at that. You're not that kind of person.
Young master.
Ultimate choice. Either way, you'll lose her, but
Hey.
you're the killer just because she said you can sacrifice us and then survive alone. Would you rather reject, go and fight alongside us against despair?
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool, but without an owner.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I have a plan.
Huh?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep you. I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go after you leave. I must block. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget. You better.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
And I think that's going to be the point that pulls. No, she made her own choice. That's not something a tool would do. Which,
Peko.
Young master!
Uh-oh. Too bad. Why you?
Hey.
well, long didn't you?
Jeez.
Like,
Sorry. Huh?
Young master!
What?
Even so,
Peko.
I am terribly sorry. Goodbye. And please do not cause us senseless.
well,
I will never feel despair.
So cool.
Young master Fuyuhiko,
So.
I want you.
Jeez.
Thrills, chick.
Why?
Now then,
I never need.
oh jeez.
You didn't.
let's get.
You just.
Young master?
Why?
Let's go.
I need you!
Young master? Young master!
That Okay. Wait. That can't have actually did that. What? Did he? I.
Such a waste. Damn it.
Oh.
You. Such despair. Isn't that right?
He needs to shut up.
Listen carefully.
Everyone! You serious?
It's do something!
But his blood, he won't stop.
Can't you? God!
You're so stupid.
You stupid brother!
What the heck?
That's right.
We need to save him.
Hey!
They alone will be executed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey!
Fine. So, like... And just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital.
Oh jeez, but still, that.
Damn it. Perhaps. However,
Fall, my tears.
Yeah, Wow! I have to say, out of everything, this one... This is making even the characters that I actively dislike, sympathetic at the end. I mean, Uyuhiko is still alive, but I haven't liked him at all. And yet, that bit between him and Pekko. Goal. They definitely, They definitely are good at making all their characters sympathetic to some degree, where some part of them just...
you guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if for those kids, which option is hope? But I guess there's no time. That guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair. And the continuation of the... That cannot be allowed, even if we have to pay the ultimate price. Everything is for the sake of a future...
Oh, jeez. I'm now even feeling sympathetic towards her. She's annoying as all heck, but... But yeah. Well... Alright, everyone. Well, this has been this has been an interesting trip around with the class trial. And yeah. We'll be back next time with chapter 3. It probably won't be today because it'd probably go too late again, and I don't want to cut off on the trial. That already caused enough issues. But yeah, so until next time, everybody. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.